shenanigans. We're all under the impression that we are entitled to a jury of our peers. It ain't true. If you're a person of color, you have a better chance of winning the lottery than getting a jury of your peers. When you're charged with a crime, you got to choose between a jury trial and a bench trial. Boils down to, do you want these 12 idiots deciding your fate? Courtroom
Certainly hope they're going to be serving us lunch
We're
today.
all under the impression that we are entitled to a jury of our
sandwich.
peers.
Or
It ain't true.
What are those called?
If you're a person of color,
a Reuben.
you have a better chance of winning the
Reuben.
lottery
I would love a
than
Reuben.
getting a jury of your peers.
He certainly looks guilty. I don't even think we need to have the trial. I say we vote now.
Or this guy, who wears a wig and a dress.
Damn it.
Courtroom
They
shenanigans.
give me the ugly stenographer.
We're all under the impression. The vast majority of defendants, 88%, choose a jury trial, and the jury selection process all starts with the jury pool. Most states use voter registration and DMV databases to generate random names. Postcards are then sent out with instructions, including the date and time you have to show up for jury duty. Here is where the discrimination begins. People of color are more likely to ignore the request for jury duty. Felons are not allowed to serve as a juror in a criminal case. And 69% of felons in this country are persons of color. And finally, judges can excuse jurors who would suffer an undue hardship, such as financial, medical, child, or elder care, if they had to serve on a jury. 60% of poor people are persons of color. So before the trial even begins, the jury pool has gone from this to this. Jury of my peers. Seems pretty straightforward. If I live in Des Moines, Iowa, this is what a jury of my peers would look like. Clearwater, Florida, this is what it would look like. Now, if you happen to live in Detroit, Michigan, your jury should look like this. Memphis, Tennessee, your jury should look like this. I say should because in reality, this is what a jury in Detroit ends up looking like. How does that happen, you say? Say it with me. Voir dire. It's a fancy French word that allows the prosecuting attorney to remove black people from a jury. Wow, that is a lot of black people. Juror number 1. What type of music do you listen to? Well, I listen to all types, but I prefer jazz. Your Honor, I ask that this juror be excused on the basis that he is clearly biased against the police. Juror 1, you are excused. How are you today? I'm good, thank you. Given the brief description of the facts, is there anything about this case that would cause you to believe that you could not consider the evidence fairly and impartially according to the law? No. This juror is acceptable, Your Honor. Juror 2. Chicken or beef? Chicken. Your Honor, I ask that you excuse this juror. Clearly, she cannot be impartial. Juror 2, you are excused. Good morning, juror number 3. There's something about you that I like. I just can't put my finger on it. Your Honor, this juror is acceptable. Would your verdict in this case be influenced in any way by any factors other than the evidence in the courtroom, such as friendships or family relationships or the type of work you do? No. This juror is acceptable to the defense. Juror 4. Do you want to ask me a question? Your Honor, this juror is openly hostile to the prosecution. Move to exclude this juror. Granted. You are excused. Boy, is he good. Shouldn't you be objecting or something? We only need one juror to side with us. We'll be fine.